property, and it's been that way ever since, just building and renovating and trying to expand. So yeah,
let's do a little quick look around before. We're standing right on the edge, so you can see the horses there. We're going to meet them in a minute. And this is also our property on the river. This is the South Thompson River, and we're going to fence this. You'll see we have the lunge arena up because it's cold, little end of January here now, so the horses get a little extra space for them to and there's Bismack the cat, who should not be going over there. And here's our property, and we have this guest house for people to come and learn about animals and tours and stay with us, and there are the horses. So honey, let's follow Jay, and we're gonna start going through the various residents. There have been school tours booked. Of course, the whole COVID thing right now has put an end to that for the time being, but let's go meet some of our residents, and I'm sure with this lovely bale of hay that they will be more than happy to come and visit us. Okay, I guess we should have taken that Christmas light down. Okay, and there goes Jay. I've got to lock the gate. And look at them, so busy ignoring us. Oh yeah. So Zachariah, he's looking a bit shaggy, but he is an Andalusian. And Bridget is a pretty ornery, can be, Appaloosa. But they are very good friends with the sheep, which is hard to believe. I don't know why it's hard to believe, but some people think that horses and sheep don't get along, but they do. So do you want to tell us any of the story of how we got them?
Sure. So before we actually took possession of the farm, my dad in Alberta, the province next to us, he rescued 2 horses who'd been quite neglected from a person that had passed away, and they had just been left on a farm.
Yeah, and they were pretty lice-ridden, and
yeah, they're really underweight. And the family asked if my dad would take them. My dad is like this cowboy, 85-year-old cowboy, and so yeah, he took them. He knew that we were likely moving to a farm, and that I wanted to rescue some horses, so he took them, and we weren't even here 3 days, or on our 3rd day on here.
And they pull up with a trailer with the 2 horses. And we were immediate. We went right into animal rescue.
So they're quite lovely.
They're
middle-aged horses, and I guess it belonged to this woman. And weren't really trained very well. We're just, I guess, maybe her pets. I'm not too sure. We don't know too much about
Luna.
her background.
Hi, Luna.
And
Luna.
the very unfortunate thing about horses.
Luna's stealing the camera at the moment.
Most horses end up being slaughtered. And a lot of people don't know that.
And that's where these 2 were kind of headed off to before their rescue.
Yeah, they would have ended up in the auction mart. And that's kind of the phrase that when I was growing up in Alberta on a big cattle farm, when horses were taken to the auction mart, I just assumed that they were being bought by somebody and taken care of. But most of them, especially any horse is at risk of ending up in the kill pen, and from there they'll end up in a feedlot and eventually slaughtered. And there's also a huge live export to Japan.
There we go. Sorry, Zachariah's head. We don't see that he has a head. There we go.
I'm like, I don't want to block his view.
No, yeah. So you can see everybody gets along. Isn't this nice? Zachariah is a good boy. And so is Luna the sheep.
So we're very thankful to rescue 2. And although the challenge of a sanctuary with horses and cattle, of course, the larger animals, is that they require a lot more space and a
Yeah.
lot of food. And so before we can take in any more horses, we have to have more space.
Yeah, and one reason we want to fence that spot across the street there we were just looking at, it would help us to pasture rotation and help these bigger animals, especially if we want, there's always people wanting cows and horses rescued, and we're more than happy to take them. So that's our plan, to continue to develop acreage for them so that they would have places to roam freely, safely.
And just I guess a couple more things about Zachariah. He grows a really dense winter coat.
Yeah.
And so that's why he looks so shaggy.
And here comes Bridget for her close-up.
And
So.
yeah, Bridget is the Appaloosa. They tend to be a little bit more independent, strong-willed,
Bossy,
and bossy.
which you just
Kind of a boss.
observed. See, look at the sheep really don't mind hanging out with Zachariah. He looks like a big sheep to them, but Bridget's in the mood. Everybody like, let's just go to a different hay pile. And
So they all have their different personalities, and we just let them be who they are. And yeah, so let's talk about the sheep for a little bit.
okay, let's move on to Zachariah's two little friends. Although Bridget really likes the sheep too, just so you know. Bridget really likes the sheep. They all get along.
So the two sheep are
Luna.
and Luna. And so they're a mom and daughter, and they came from another sanctuary in British Columbia. So they came to us
What are you doing, Zachars?
about a month after the horses. And
Luna, come here. Come here, Luna.
so the mom, Maggie, with the black eyes, she's a little bit more shy. And her baby, Luna, was actually born on the sanctuary.
Yeah.
And so when they had to rehome their animals, we were able to take these two little ladies.
And they're all looking at the cat. Zachariah, you big doofus. How you doing, buddy? You coming to say hi? You want a close-up? Hey? I know what you're saying. Get me more hay. Okay? And so are the girls. They're like, come on, where's the rest of it? Okay, we'll get some more. This is unusual for Zachariah. Is like, he's getting right in between us here. Okay.
So yeah, we can go on to meet some of
Okay.
the other.
Let's continue on our way and go and meet some goats.